Hi, welcome to Smash Course.
Sex trafficking is a form of modern slavery in which individuals perform commercial sexual acts by force and deception. However, force is not always a tactic and does not always define sex trafficking. Whether force was a tactic or not, minors under the age of 18 are always considered victims.
In 2017, 8,524 cases of human sex trafficking were reported nationally. Only 107 from Louisiana, which is 1.2% of cases nationally. Less than 1% of traffickers are prosecuted, and less than 20% of law enforcement have training regarding sex trafficking. Nationally, about 82.9% of victims are female, 13.2% of victims are male, and about 0.09% are gender minorities. 61.92% of victims are over the age of 18, and 29.27% of victims are under the age of 18. In Louisiana, sex trafficking is considered to be the most unreported but highest form of crime. In March of 2018, there was a 77% increase in sex trafficking in Louisiana. Since 2007, only about 2,139 sex trafficking reports have been made in Louisiana, 275 this year. Only 2.4% of reports have been made by surviving victims. Motels and hotels are a much higher risk of being a venue than any other place.
A significant number of sex traffickers see what they do as a legitimate business and would not endanger it by being undocumented.
Many victims spend a significant amount of time, sometimes their whole lives, with their traffickers, and sometimes come to see them as family. Bonds are sometimes formed, whether desired or not. Fear of retaliation if escape is failed, and even fear of consequences for their traffickers may prevent them from speaking out.
At the age of 5, Jerome Lalonde's stepfather began molesting him. Shortly after, he introduced Jerome to a child sex trafficking ring, where he was continuously drugged and raped, being forced to have sex around 10 times a day. For the most part, all of this took place in Jerome's own home. After escaping an abusive husband, Jerome's mother found love in a new man. Yet the entire time, Neil focused solely on Jerome.
He was targeted through his mother. Throughout his childhood, Jerome would be forced into sexual acts by receiving death threats, not only towards him but also towards his mother, from Neil. This caused Neil to add more and more to Jerome. He went from sexual abuse to child pornography to the child sex trafficking ring. Throughout the years, Jerome told about 10 adults who ignored him and brushed it off. At the age of 12, Jerome decided to set ablaze his stepfather's child pornography collection and attempt suicide. This continued until Jerome was 17 and enlisted in the Marine Corps. Unfortunately, many of the other kids in the same ring as Jerome did not make it out alive, which continuously haunts him. He uses them as the fuel to raise awareness and make sure that what happened to him happens to fewer and fewer children each year.
Self-defense is an important part in both sex trafficking and all forms of rape. It's important to be aware of your surroundings and be ready to protect yourself in the event of an attack. Ripley County in Indiana did a series of interviews with convicted rapists and were able to create a profile for the perfect victim.
1. Women with their hair in a ponytail are more likely to be targeted because a ponytail, bun, or braid is easily grabbed. 2. Women with loose, easy-to-remove clothing are highly targeted. 3. Women who are easily caught off guard, so women on phones or searching through purses, are heavily targeted. 4. Men are most likely to attack with the intent of rape between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. 5. The number one place women are attacked or abducted from is grocery store parking lots. 6. Men look for women that they can grab quickly and move to another location quickly, where they are at lower risk of being caught. 7. Women who put up any kind of fight at all discourage attackers from pursuing them. 8. Men typically do not pursue women who are carrying umbrellas or anything similar that can be used as a weapon from a distance. 9. If you are being followed by someone in an elevator or stairs, look them in the eyes and ask them a question, like the time. If they think you are able to identify them in a lineup, they are less likely to mess with you. 10. Many women think keys are a deterrent, but in reality, they're not, because you have to get really close to your attacker to use keys. 11. Carry pepper spray, and make it known to your attacker that you will use it. And number 12. The elbow is the strongest point on your body. Utilize it.